Hi BIM learners, welcome to BIMmodeler.com. So in this video tutorial, we're going to see a light fixture, which is going to be hanged, which is on the ceiling. Also, it's going to be a parametric on the earth thread. So this is how it's going to look, and we're going to make only this portion of this light, not the entire stretch end, which is going to stick to the bar. We can discuss that as a separate. And it's not a face-based family. It's going to be a generic family, which is going to increase the height, and we're going to change the elevation of the light when we are placing it. We're going to see the complete tutorial about this. So do let me know if you have any other related tutorial if you need. So if you are a manufacturer, if you're trying to create light fixtures, we are as a team, BIM team, we are creating light fixtures for manufacturers and other MEP components and furnitures of architectural components as well. So do let us know if you need any service. With that, so I'm going with family. So we can start with this generic family as well, but I'm going with the light fixture because some basic settings like category is selected in this. So I'm going with light fixture, and this one metric I'm using. You can take imperial if you are from imperial country, which is US. Okay, with that. So this is by default, it's a origin, and if you're selecting the light fixture template, automatically lighting source will be available in the light fixture. So if you're a beginner, you must know that it will be locked with the origin point. And you can go to the front and you will be able to see the light fixtures like this. And this is the position of light fixture. And also plus point is that we have the light source symbol size is parametric, and we can control that as well. And if you see that it's hanged on a reference plane that we want to control. With that, let's go ahead and create the reference planes that we needed, and we can place them however positioning that we have to. So since it's a light fixture, it's going to be placed on the ceiling. So I'm going to create a reference plane. So CS is the reference plane that just a minute. Okay. CS is a shortcut. So with that, create similar, which is CS is a shortcut, and I'm creating a reference plane, which is going to be here. And this is the overall height. We can say we're going to connect this particular light fixture from here to here, which is on the ceiling on the other side. So we're going to make a reference dimension line like this. So this is the lighting height from the floor, and this is going to be the overall height, and this is going to be the maybe this is going to be the light and the light source height. So we're going to have a light object, the physical hard object in this position, and we're going to make a thread from here. So in that case, we need reference plane here as well. So create similar. So when you select create similar, automatically whatever the command that your object that you are having, it will be created automatically. So I'm going to have like this as dimension, and it's going to be value of say, let's say it's going to be 250 millimeter, and we can log this. That's the main thing, that we don't want to change this as parametric. So we're going to log this, and it's going to maintain the same height. So these are the dimensions that we have, and we have to have the dimension for the thread height from here to here. And we don't need these dimensions. As you know, we can calculate it easily based on the maybe this dimension for reference only. So we have now a total height, and we have the thread height, and we have the light from the floor. So what are the parameters that we want to control? We want to control the overall thread height, and what is the height from the floor, we can control it. Automatically remaining values will be calculated, so we can assign it. So these are the parameters. I can go ahead and say that light thread height, and this is going to be a parameter which is from floor. So I can go ahead and say that light height from floor. So it's totally depends on how you wanted to control the light. So when you're trying to create this parameter, and automatically, it will be whatever the remaining value it is. So we have locked it, and this value will be the total height. So we can go ahead and say total height. So this is the error it will come because this is locked and these two are the plus value of this. So this needs to be a reference value. We should not assign that to the parameter. So we can have this as a parameter here in the in the place here. We can say that total height. So when you see the over constraint, it means automatically it will be able to calculate the value. So this is the value we have to calculate. Thread height. So plus thread height plus 250 is the value that we have for the fixed value we have for the light source. So this will be the overall height that you can see that on the left side as well. So we won't be having that as parameter assigned here, but we will have it for our reference that what will be the total height. Okay. So with that, we can start our constraints. We can start our modeling. So we're going to create a revolve object. That's how the image looks. So we can see that how it appears. And looks like 250 is too small, but we'll make arrangement like that. So revolve. And if we have a drawings, that will be much more easier. 2D drawings, AutoCAD drawings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spline. I'm maybe start with line and then line or arc. And then I'll go with straight line for some distance, and I will go with spline, the direction that I like to. I will give the enter to finish the line, and I'll start with the line and it goes straight. So we can do it like this. Inside we won't be able to have the solid or the hollow. So what we can do is we can do a offset of this line with maybe a 2 millimeter or 5 millimeter gap. Or in the option bar you can give us 3 millimeter, and you can see that offset values happening, and we may have to do it on the outer side. Now we'll be able to draw the single line and make sure that this offset is 0, and we can close this loop. So we have to have a closed loop. And axis line on the center. We have a basic tutorial as well. So if you have confusions, you can follow those tutorial, and we will be able to understand what is a revolve do and how do we do it. And we are planning to do much advanced course on this as well. So we can go ahead and create the bulb if you have the bulb dimension as well, and if you have the details as well. So the advantage is that when you have this, and if you have mod, we did not lock anything, but the advantage of having two reference plane on each side, automatically the revolve object will be constrained in the position, unless otherwise the geometry is disturbed. That's the advantage we have here. And once it is done, so we can go ahead and create the object of light bulb that we needed, or the spring that we needed. Go to the reference line like this and go to the extrude object, and I'm going to draw extrude on the center, and we're going to go with a small thread which is around 2.5, radius 3, Once it is done, finish it and go back to the front view, and you will be able to see that it started from the ground, because always the reference line is that from ground. So we have to change the work set. Go ahead with the align command, which is AL, is the shortcut, and we can align that each end with the reference line. The advantage is that in the new version you have the lock option. Automatically it locks when you align it. We don't have to do it. So by practice we used to click that and it unlocks it. So this is how we'll be able to do it. Once it is done, we can have another revolve also if it is needed, and we can go ahead and say a square object like this, and we're going to go ahead axis. That's it. So once this is done, you can make sure that the properties are assigned, especially with the electrical properties assigned with the object. So this is the electrical connector. I can assign the voltage here to 230 or 240 voltage, and lighting properties, it should be assigned as light source definition is important. If you have IS file, you can go ahead and do the IS file assignment as well. So I like to have this as a separate tutorial, so do follow for more on this. I can go ahead and select the line type that we like to have, and select their directions and properties. You can see on the left side, which is created as parameter, will be there now in here. So the diameter, we can keep this as maybe based on our light parameters, we can assign that. I like to keep this as 300, and also the direction, if you want to, you can go ahead and assign the properties in here, and you can change that value into 90 degree, apply it on the other side as well, 90 degree tilt angle, finish it. So this is how you'll be able to control your light source as well, and you'll have the family ready. Once it is done, you can go ahead and create a new project, and you can test them in the project as well. So with that, go to the project. As I said, it's not going to be a face-based family. It's not going to be placed on the ceiling or any other elements that we have. So it's going to be a generic model family. So it's going to be placed on anywhere that we like to have them. And the height needs to be assigned with the parameters that we have. So this is the family we have, and the materials, everything needs to be assigned. You can see the voltage and the other parameters assigned. We can go ahead and change this value that we have, height from the floor, and we can change the thread height, which is 1500. We'll apply this, automatically changes from the floor, let's say 2000, apply. So this is how you'll be able to control your light fixtures, and it's a parametric light fixture. I hope this tutorial helped you. If you want more out of this, or if you have any specific topic on this light fixture that you want to learn, do let us know. We'll create it as a separate tutorial. Thank you so much. See you on the next tutorial. Bye bye.